Okay. So, I should have had it up. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
No, wrong class. My bad. Do you like the honors program?
Yeah, it gives me a lot of opportunities, especially
Have you
like
did the research thing?
the CUR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it with Dr. Thomas right now.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Like I just started. We're doing IRB protocols right now.
Wait, so it's per like each semester or like each year?
It's each semester.
Okay.
So like you have to turn in one for freshmen. I didn't turn mine in because like I couldn't, like I didn't know about it. Like no one told me about it. So I was like, until my friend told me about it, and I was like,
I didn't know we got
okay.
a demerit for it. I never knew that.
I didn't either. Like I could have had a demerit for all I know, and I don't know. Like she didn't tell me.
Just making sure. Okay. So like, what is your background?
Well, I'm from the Philippines. I was born there,
Okay.
and I got here when I was 9. So I'm Filipino. My whole family is from there. It's just me, my brother, and my mom that's living here. So.
Okay. So, are you telling your culture? What are some traditions your culture follow?
Where the Philippines is a very Catholic country.
Mhm.
Like it's the only Asian country who's like predominantly Christian. And we also do a lot of like the Spanish culture. So like we have a lot of traditional dresses, and we're very festive, I would say. Like during holidays we'd have a lot of festivals. So
Okay. Has your culture like ever like affected you in while you're in school with a friend or like in public?
I wouldn't say so, because like it's not like people are gonna bully me for, I mean, for being different. Yeah, that's okay. That's not okay. But it hasn't really negatively impacted me in any way, and not even positive. It's just
Okay. And you never experienced like any like racism or any like?
I mean, people would be like, oh, why are you doing that? You know, like, yeah, but I've experienced it, but it's not to the point where it affected me personally. I just didn't care.
Okay.
So if they thought or said something about me, I'm just gonna be like, well, you don't know. Like, you don't know my culture. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because, like, you don't know me. So.
Okay. How do you find like how do you define success okay, so like your family back home, like how do they define like success? Is it where you have like mansions, like?
Oh, my family really values education.
Okay.
So they're like, you have to go to college, you have to graduate, you have to become a nurse. Like being a nurse is such a big thing for some reason. Like in Filipino culture, like they want their daughters or sons to be nurses. And I don't know why. Like,
you want to get your doctorate, right?
Yeah, for psychology.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, thankfully my mom isn't like that. She was just like, just do what you want. Honestly, like I'm not gonna control you.
That's good.
So.
What would you say is the most commonly held misconception about the people of your culture?
Goodness. Misconception that we're submissive.
Okay.
Like that, not at all. Like that's not. A lot of people think that we're just gonna like do whatever they say, and I'm like, no. Like we have a mind of our own. We're not always like doing whatever you want. I don't. There's just a misconception that I really hate, because it's like, what? You think you can tell me what to do, but I'm like, I'm just doing my own thing.
Right.
Like, mind your own business.
You can lie.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think it's like the same question. How is your education handled? Like how is the school and stuff back there?
Back there, we actually start education late, because I know.
Really?
What age?
Wait, college or elementary?
Like the first school you've been to.
So I started elementary school when I was 6. I think 6.
Like preschool, you didn't go to that? Or
I didn't go to
anything?
preschool. I went to daycare, but I didn't do like, I was more like, I started in kindergarten.
Okay, because I know like, I don't want to include daycare because like that's not really.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, so like I want to include preschool because that's actually going to school.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any preschool. Like we start kindergarten too.
Okay.
So we would start at age 6 or 7.
Okay.
And we only have, for elementary school, it goes up to 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're in college.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You only graduate your degree at what, 20? Like
Mhm.
younger. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but like all the classes are like really fast paced.
Okay.
But at the same time, you won't notice it because like if you've been there, if you've lived
Yeah,
there,
if you
it's
live your
kind
whole
of,
life, it's like you'll be accustomed to it.
yeah.
Okay. What is the role of men and women in your society?
Stereotypical, to be honest. Like men are supposed to be working and
Mm-hmm.
you know doing all this stuff for you, providing for you, and then the women are just supposed to stay home. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're a successful woman, they're kind of like, they have this really negative view.
Of you?
Yeah, I don't know
You're
why.
just so independent.
Yeah, and it's like they have this, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's like a crab mentality where they just kind of bring you down. Like it doesn't matter how successful you are, they're gonna be like, oh well, you didn't do this, oh you didn't do that, or you could have been this, you could have been that.
That's
And I'm
sad.
yeah.
I think I asked you this about your religion. You say you were Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is the last one. What is considered disrespectful or like respectful